Hello to another match preview, and it is us taking on Hibs at Ibrox after that fantastic win against Midgetland. I just cannot. I mean, is that the right way to pronounce it? But we'll just call them Midgetland because Midgetland's a pretty decent name in my book. But fantastic result out there. That's us through the playoffs, barring a colossal fuck up. But let's get stuck into previewing this game, big man.
If you've got a problem, you don't want a wee man to come and help you. You want a big man in your corner.
And let's get stuck into it nonetheless, big man. Could Brandon Barker, obviously the former Hibs loanee, could he feature in his first match for Rangers against his former club in a way? Obviously, he spent time on loan at Hibs. I don't know if he'll feature, but it would be interesting to see him. I mean, I think I don't think there's anyone out there that would rather this guy over Kent on loan. And I do not know why we're not getting Kent on loan. Klopp just seems like he's being a wee bit of a dickhead about it. And that is the sad reality of it. Kent will not be returning. And I would say that's our transfer business done. But I thought that even before we brought this Barker guy in. But the Barker looks like it was just an open opportunity, and it's risen up, and we've just snapped at it. But in terms of Hibs, they beat St Mirren 1-0 very late on the first game of the season. Not very convincing. Just like us though, in a way, we weren't very convincing, but midweek we were against Midtjylland, and I think if we turn up and play like that against Hibs, like the way we did away in Denmark, we will wipe them off the face of this earth, brother. As Vince McMahon said about the Alliance about 18 years ago. If you know, you know. If you don't, then the reference is just bang bang out the window. But overall, we're at home. We're not away. And I think we are going to win this relatively comfortably. I'm going to go with 3-0 Rangers. I do. I've got a lot of faith. I believe there's no injuries. Hopefully, Alfredo can get off the mark and get the job done. That would be good to see him. And also, I've got him in my fantasy team. And talking about the fantasy app, right? My app just doesn't load. I had to uninstall it. Then it finally loaded. And then, it took it until essentially yesterday, which was Friday, to load. Now, 6 days? Well, 5 days, 5 days, right? Which I think is just pathetic, man. Look at this pish. Game week scores are being added, right? Now, say I want to make a transfer for tomorrow, you know what I mean? There's 2 matches on tomorrow. Aberdeen and Rangers both play. I can't fucking make them because the app's pish. Fucking shit. You know what I mean? They actually brought out a proper app that I would have rather have done it on, but Son of Scotland 90 says, oh, you've got to do it in this app. And yeah, we've all done it in that app. Oh, 20, 40 saves. 10,000 people download it, right? And he expects literally a tenth of the people to download it to join his league. What a spastic. But regardless, I'm going with 3-0 Rangers. And in terms of today's action that went down, Celtic were getting beat by Motherwell, but they managed to bring it back to 5-1. Then Motherwell scored late on. St Johnstone drew 2-each with Livingston. Hamilton beat Kilmarnock, and Hearts drew. So let's be real here. Celtic winning, no real surprise. But after Motherwell 1-0 up, I kind of had faith, but that diminished quickly. The other draw, I predicted St Johnstone Livingston for a draw. Hamilton beating Kilmarnock. Now, I've actually bet Kilmarnock to get beat, to get relegated, which was 40-1. Well, finished bottom. And I think 40-1 odds for Kilmarnock to get relegated was really good. They've lost Steve Clark, the greatest thing since sliced bread. And yeah, I think Hamilton are the worst team in the league. You know what I mean? So they've just got beat 2-0. Shocking. And then Hearts. Yeah, so Hearts get 1 point out of 6. Then really, they should have 6. They should have beat Aberdeen, but they didn't. And they should be beating Ross County. But anyway, that is my thoughts. Celtic got a goal difference of 10 already, as you can see, which is pretty bizarre, like having 10 with 2 games played. Mental. Absolutely mental. But hopefully we can smash Hibs tomorrow and go up to them. So, who's the other teams? Who's Aberdeen play? So Aberdeen play St Mirren. So, well, Hibs, us and Aberdeen will all be looking to win to go level with Celtic, but you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going with 3-0. Leave your thoughts down below, and until then, peace.